Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, and yes, I'm wearing a sports bra because I just got done with my yoga morning. And also, I haven't done laundry in like a month because I've been sick. But I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, am I like the kind of guy that women actually want? If so, I'm glad you asked, because today I'm gonna go over 7 subtle signs that you actually are a high caliber, highly sought after man. And to make sure you never miss out on any of us women trying to hunt you down and trap you, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right here, right now. Okay, so I always address this, the fact that I have plenty of guys in my comments talking about like, all you need is money, bro. And while I'm not denying that financial security is a very common thing that we women look for when it comes to wanting you men, I want to give a better overall description on what gets us super motivated to run after you and kidnap you and make you marry us. Because once you know all these things, you can stop talking shit about yourself like, I'll never get a girl. I don't make $1 million a day. So again, I want to highlight the fact that all of these traits came about when humans evolved into existence. If you think about it this way, our bodies still think that it's caveman days. Otherwise, we wouldn't have appendixes. Appendixes. Did you know that our appendix was used to help crush tree bark and other dumb shit that we humans were putting into our bodies accidentally because we were like, oh, that's green, I'll put it in my mouth. And you know what? There was no such thing as money back in the caveman days. So without further ado, here are the 7 things that we women naturally gravitate toward when it comes to looking for a mate. So the first sign that you're actually a very sought after hunk-a-dunk is that you don't feel the need to check your phone in social situations. So, you know, I'm guilty of this. In fact, I don't know anybody who really isn't guilty of this nowadays because it's so easy to do. It's like maybe when you're at a party and you don't really know anyone and you're like, We're all guilty of it. But if you're that guy that is able to put his phone away and be like, you know what? Let me talk to that guy over there. He seems cool. We have the same color shirt on. What it means is you're able to stay in the moment when you have an unpredictable, uncontrollable environment. Again, going back to the caveman days, when you are able to tap into the moment at hand, what you're able to do is you're able to assess any possible threats or dangers or opportunities at your fingertips. And we women, we notice that because, you know, again, we are a little daintier than you. Fine, Marsha at the gym might bench fucking 200 pounds on you. However, we're generally smaller than you. And because we have the ability to get pregnant and, you know, be like incapacitated for a little bit of time, we look to the men to be able to be on high alert and protect us when we are in a more vulnerable state. The second sign that you're one highly sought after son of a bitch is that you don't have a problem saying no to us. Or anyone for that matter. So maybe somebody comes up to you out of nowhere and is like, oh my God, bro, I'm like so enraged that the giraffe are now an endangered species. You might have no problem saying to yourself, well, who cares? What do they do anyway? Other people might feel more inclined to be like, oh my God, yeah, that sucks. We should like donate. Again, collectively as human beings, it's safer for us to always be in agreement in our social environment. However, leaders, especially sought after men, have no problem disagreeing with whoever is saying something that they're not in alignment with. The reason this is so important to us women is because 1, you have the assurance to say like, wait, no, this is what I really think, and I have no problem saying it. And 2, you're more in tune with yourself than you are at making other people happy. Again, the reason that is so important is because if you know well enough what is right with you and what you want for yourself, that means that you're able to get the resources you want and need at a moment's notice. Which again, going back to us, like laying in a bush, like, oh my God, I might die of cold and I'm pregnant. That would serve us very well, especially if you're the one who put that seed in our egg back in Pound Town bushes over there. The third quality that makes you a high caliber guy is you. What did I write? You allow yourself to feel shitty when the feelings arise. So yeah, some people crack jokes, some people buy a handle and down a handle of vodka, and others just beeline right out of there. However, when you are able to sit in your not so soothing emotions, it one forces you to think about the problem and how you got to feeling so shitty, and therefore forces your brain to come up with a solution to one, get out of the problem, and two, make sure it doesn't happen again. Again, going back to survival of the fittest. If I am your pregnant lady in year 0 and you just got your arm cut off and it really hurts, do you think cracking jokes is gonna make the situation better for any of us? Exactly, you're gonna be like, oh my God, why did I get my arm cut off? Maybe I shouldn't have attacked that T-Rex. And then you'll know from there on out that you don't want your offspring and this chick to go anywhere near the T-Rex eggs ever again. That's called learning and growing and doing better, Mr. One-Armed Arnold. The fourth sign that you're a high caliber guy is that you're really curious about other people. So when you're curious about other people, that generally makes us feel like you give a shit about who we are and don't just want us for our vagine. It makes us think you're gonna stick around longer and that you're really assessing whether or not we deserve you. Because so many men would be like, I'll take anybody. But if you're the kind of guy who's selective and really wants to know what makes us worthy of your time and your energy and your resources, we're gonna think of you as the super unattainable man that we desperately want to attain. Because if you have such high standards for yourself and your resources, we're gonna think of you as the gold out there and we're gonna treat you just like such. The fifth sign that you are a highly sought after dude is that you have no problem saying, I don't know. I don't know if you've ever come across this. You probably have, where you ask somebody a question and they're like, oh yeah, you know, that's like, that's that guy. No, I know, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. And you're like, are you sure? And they're not fucking sure. Again, this goes back to being afraid to not look a certain way or not agree with people in your given environment. But if you have the wherewithal to be that honest and saying, I don't know, again, one, it shows your ability to be completely honest and genuine and authentic in the moment. And two, it shows your knee-jerk instinct to be that genuine and honest in the moment. And that's what we women want. It's so easy to put on such a front, especially nowadays with like Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and I don't know what else the kids are using. But we want something that's real. We want something that's stable. And if you could be that honest and be like, I don't fucking know the answer to that, we'll be like, oh God, finally a guy who isn't always trying to be something he may not be. And that, my friend, is something that we like to think of as stability and integrity. The sixth sign is that you are solution focused. I'm talking about if you're a man who comes across a problem, you're like, oh, it sucks. Randy at work is, oh man, so mean to me. That's gonna be really annoying because that's what we women do. We like to commiserate in our problems. Just have somebody like, babe, you have every right to feel that shitty about Randy. We want a man who's gonna be like, you know what? Randy was a dick to me today. I'm gonna say something to Randy tomorrow. Again, it's kind of like this idea of us looking to you to stand up and solve our life's problems. No, I don't mean it like that, but we want at least you to solve your life's problems because we are growing a life inside of us. And we don't even know what we're gonna do if a bear comes and attacks us because we're hoping that you're gonna be there because you're the solution guy, not us. And the seventh sign that you are a highly, highly sought after man that we women would kill to have is that you actually enjoy your life. If you know at the end of the day, you can pay your bills, you have friends that you like, you have things that you like, maybe you got the TV that you were hoping to get during the Black Friday sales, then generally you have more self-assurance and self-confidence in knowing that you can obtain the things that you set out to obtain. So if you look at your life and you generally like it, we women will be like, oh, he seems to really like his life. I bet I'd like his life too if I were a part of it. Because we don't want the guy who's got the shitty life and is looking at us like, can you make my doctor's appointment and do my laundry because my mom does? That's not attractive. That's not the stuff that we strive to go after, so to speak. It's the stuff girls will put up with because she hopes that as she grows up and becomes a woman and does your laundry, maybe one day you'll be a man who can wipe his own ass. But women, high caliber women, want a man who loves his life. So if there's anything you've taken from these 7 things, it is back to an idea of survival and being in the moment and being able to assess and take care of us, because we look to you as the riverbanks and we are the crazy river running wild, knowing that you've got us in your little grasp. Your stable, set, reliable little grasp. And you bet your ass we will bounce that ass in it if that's what you got in these 7 signs. And if you know you're a guy that's got all these things and you still have difficulty in communicating with women, don't forget to check out my Speak to Spark Arousal program, which is gonna help you connect that really awesome guy right there in you to the type of woman that is worthy of all your time, energy, resources, and high quality self. So check it out, put in your email. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.